Hey everyone, welcome to It's Pittsfield Tonight. This is Season 1, Episode 2. We've got a great show for you. First, I'm going to take a sip of this delicious Currency coffee, located in the Allendale Underground. So, great show for you tonight. We have special guest Bill Molner, owner of the Madison Cafe, Steve Ray from Berkshire Real Estate, and the musical talents of Chantell McFarland. So I'm really excited about that. You know, there's a lot going on in Pittsfield, and we've heard a lot lately, and it's a weird time out there. It really is. You know, I've even thought about getting a part-time job just to try to help float the bills here at the studio, you know, with the cost of electric and everything. In fact, I asked the panhandlers just the other day if they had anything available, and they said right now every corner and intersection was taken, but check back with them in a couple weeks, maybe they'll have an opening. But yeah, it is crazy, you know, and the city's always looking for good ways to spend your money. In fact, this year is an election year, and if you remember the last time we had an election year, and this is an election year for mayor, they put banners across North Street welcoming Wayfair, which is unfortunately, you know, they're leaving. We just got news of that. They'll be gone this summer. But they did put banners over the top of the street saying, welcome Wayfair, and glad to have you, and all that. So this year, I heard City Hall got word that the Vatican said the Pope would definitely be attending Mass this Sunday. So they're putting banners over North Street welcoming the Pope just in case he comes through Pittsfield. But, you know, like the old saying goes, you're either part of the solution or you're definitely running for office this year. But we're going to get right into the comments. I picked a few comments and messages that are sent to me, and I always enjoy doing that. You know, this will be the third time we've done that, and everyone seemed to like that. So I selected a few. Here's one, and this is from DV. I'm hoping you can help me. I've emailed my counselor several times with no reply. I'm at my wit's end. My neighbor's kid has been throwing his balls against my fence every weekend morning, unless it's raining or snowing, and it is incredibly annoying to hear that for hours. Since my counselor won't get back to me, do you know who I could call? Well, you could either wait it out, because I'm sure that's got to be painful, or you might want to call a doctor. It sounds like he's going to need it. But there's that one. Yeah. Okay, here's another one. Love the show. You remind me of a Japanese TV personality I used to see when I lived in Tokyo. Good one. Does your Currency coffee mug on your desk really have coffee in it, or is it a prop? Well, you know, here's the thing. This week it does. The week before, what happened was I can't drink coffee without half and half. I stopped at the store on the way here. All they had was quarter, 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 and quarter. So I ended up putting water in it. But yes, it is coffee this time. During your For Pittsfield show, stop putting everyone's names up so much on the screen. We all know your names by now, especially that redhead chick and white-haired guy. And that's it. So we've got a great show for you tonight. Again, we've got Bill Molner, Steve Ray, and the amazing talents of Chantell McFarland. It's going to be a lot of fun, and Chantell will close out the show tonight with some beautiful music. So we'll be right back in 2 seconds. I hope everyone is enjoying this episode of It's Pittsfield Tonight. This is Season 1, Episode 2. These are a lot of fun to do, and the audience is growing and growing. And with that being said, if you're a Berkshire-based business looking to advertise in the Pittsfield market, I have limited spots available for the It's Pittsfield Tonight show. It runs weekly, and every one of these average between 3,000 and 6,000 views. So it's very affordable, effective advertising. This is an awesome audience. So again, if you're a Berkshire-based business looking to advertise in the Pittsfield market, contact me at 413-344-9174, which is the It's Pittsfield Tonight studios, and you can leave a message, or send me a message through Messenger or through pittsfieldtonight.com, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. All right, everybody, welcome to tonight's show. My first guest is born and raised in Pittsfield. He spent 30 years with Price Chopper. He's a former Berkshire County Deputy Sheriff, and he currently owns the Madison Cafe, which he purchased in June 2015. Please welcome to the show, Bill Molner. Good to see you, Bill.
Hi, Mike. How are you?
Awesome. Thanks for doing this.
Hey, thanks for asking.
Have a seat.
Thank you.
So, as you probably heard, I did a little brief intro on you, and many people know that you are the current owner of the Madison Cafe.
Yep.
Tell us a little bit about that and where exactly it is.
Well, it's located at 49 Madison Avenue. It's on the corner of Madison and Seymour. It's the second oldest bar in Pittsfield. I have a full bar, full kitchen, but I don't serve food anymore since the governor said you don't need to.
Now, was that something that I go there every now and then, and that was something you were doing during the pandemic,
Right.
correct?
Yes.
Which I think is what helped keep you open.
Yes. Yes. I was closed for 266 days.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So coming out of that, then, how have things been?
Slow, but I am picking up. It's
Were there people you had that didn't come back? Or?
yes, yeah, a lot of older gentlemen, and some people moved out of state, out of the area. But I have my regulars, and they're the ones that are keeping me in business.
Okay. And if typical day or typical night at the Madison, what's that like? What can you do there other than get some drinks?
Really, we usually close at by 9 o'clock at night. We don't have a really big night business. We're more of a day, afternoon kind of a bar.
Do you do pool or music or anything like that?
I have a pool table. We have the bartenders play music on their phone, take requests and play music that way.
Okay. It's definitely a very neighborhood bar. That's the vibe I get there.
Yes. A neighborhood is a shot in a beer bar.
Okay.
No upscale drinks, nothing like that.
Okay. So any price-wise, how would you say you are compared to a lot of the other establishments?
I'd say I'm in the ballpark.
Okay. Very competitive then?
Yeah, I think so, yes.
Okay. And how about live music? I know I have seen live music there. You have that big room.
Yes.
It's almost like a banquet hall.
It is a banquet room.
Okay.
Banquet, meeting room, have had a band in there. Just the band that I had there kind of broke up. And I've got a guy who wants to play the acoustic guitar down there. He sings his own, writes and sings his own songs.
So have you thought about, because we do have a small circuit, really, of working musicians here that are very talented. Have you thought about taking that leap into live entertainment on a regular basis, or?
If I'm going to do anything like that, it would be once a month.
Okay.
Because of the hoops you have to jump through to get an annual entertainment license. It's just, to me, it's just not cost effective.
So you would do like a special event kind of thing?
Yes. Yes.
Well, maybe we'll do an It's Pittsfield Tonight thing there.
Okay.
As you know, I'm a musician, so that would be a lot of fun.
Okay.
It's a very big open room, very well lit,
yes.
And would serve great for almost any function. I mean, do you do like birthday parties or any kind of? Is that available for special events?
Yes, it is. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And do you promote that, or?
I'm not really sure how to promote it. It's just word of mouth that, I have a big banquet room in there.
Well, you could always come on shows.
Okay. Seats 60.
Okay. And so with that room, what's the capacity there at the Madison?
100.
Nice. You can pack them in then.
Yep. Yes.
Yeah, I would love to see more live entertainment there myself. I really would, because it's the way that room is set up, it's almost designed for it. That's
yes.
the vibe you get there.
And I don't have any problems with the neighbors as far as the loud music goes. It's very soundproof, if you want to call it that. But
right. Now, I know you're big on all sorts of things for veterans.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I want to promote the fact that it's a veteran-friendly place to go. I have a couple that come in every day and support me, and I try to support the veterans as best I can. I was talking with Karen Kalinowski a few months ago. We talked about getting a veterans-oriented mural painted on the side of the building.
Okay.
And I talked to her again yesterday, and we're going to go ahead with it because I had the two veterans were down there, and we're going to try to promote that.
That'd be nice.
Yes.
I mean, the building's perfect for it. The location's perfect for it.
Yes, it is.
Because
Yep.
I would imagine that's quite a bit of traffic that travels from Seymour up to Center.
It is, but it's hard to get them to slow down and, and come in. So I'm having my beer distributors put signs on the Seymour Street side.
Okay.
So they
Didn't
can
you
see
just
it.
do something like that?
Last week?
Okay.
Yeah.
So have you considered doing any kind of events or fundraisers or anything like that for veterans? Any kind of special thing like that there?
No, I would like to talk to someone, in the veterans organizations to help me. I would be more than happy to do something like that.
Yeah, I think that would be great, and it's the right kind of establishment for that.
Yeah.
So it is the second oldest bar in the city, so it has always been the Madison Cafe in that exact same spot?
Yes.
Okay.
Except for when it burned down.
Okay, so it was rebuilt?
Yes, it burned down in 1961 and it was rebuilt in 1963.
And how many owners have there been?
I'm the sixth
Okay.
in 85 years.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, I think it's great to have an establishment like that has been a huge part of the history. I mean, you can go through the archives, which I've done through the Eagle, and find pictures of the Madison Cafe going all the way back in the 50s and 40s, and it's very cool.
I'd like to see those pictures.
Yeah, I'd like to see, you very much succeed. I think it should be a much popular place just for the historical value of it.
Right. Well, the thing is, there's the different bars in town have their own following. And that's what everybody, the bars have to rely on is their own following. But I want to try to get something different, do something different to draw new customers in.
I mean, overall, how do you feel? How do you feel about doing business in Pittsfield? Because your industry is one of the most competitive ones in the city, and we're always seeing new establishments open that are, I don't want to say similar, but they are.
It's getting harder because tax rate is going up, water bills going up, utilities are going up, and insurance is out of sight. The distributors went up 2 or 3 times on their prices last year.
Wow.
And the minimum wage is a killer too. I feel like sometimes I take 2 steps forward and 3 steps back.
Are you a member of any networking groups or business groups in the city? Or?
No, I'm going to consider Downtown Pittsfield Inc.
Okay.
But there are really no business groups that I belong to.
I know during the pandemic, if you remember, I tried to get off the ground for the bar owners, really, and restaurant owners, and I don't know what happened with that. I stepped out of it and it fizzled out a little bit.
It did.
But I think that would have been a good thing because, working with each other, networking with each other can only lift everybody up.
Yeah.
And that's how I feel like the other establishments similar to yours are not really competition. There's ways to work together where everyone would benefit from it.
Yeah. But the other bars, they get the night crowd. And that's not something, COVID killed that.
Right.
Killed my night business.
Do you have TVs in there for people to come in and watch games and stuff like that? Is that a big part of?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. Especially during football season.
All right. So before we wrap up this segment, I mean, what would you say to people watching then? For them to come down to the Madison and visit you?
It's a friendly neighborhood bar. Never any trouble there. Come in, shoot a game of pool, have a cold beer, have a mixed drink, which all drinks are reasonably priced, and just get to know your smaller neighborhood businesses.
Absolutely, I agree 100%. You'll be seeing me soon because I'm gonna take you up on that. We're gonna do an It's Pittsfield Tonight thing there. It'll
Okay,
be fun.
All right,
and hopefully more city councilors come down and more people from the city come down and visit you and stop in.
I would love to see that.
Awesome,
Love it.
We're gonna take a break real quick and we'll be right back. All right, welcome back, everyone. My next guest is born and raised in Pittsfield. He worked as a director of operations for the Lipton stores. He then started at Roofer Real Estate, which was owned by the late Don Roofer. And then he started one of the first exclusive buyer agencies in Massachusetts in 1993. In 1999, he returned and purchased Roofer Real Estate. By 2003, he was Berkshire County's first discount real estate broker. He's also the past president of the Berkshire County Board of Realtors, past president of the Berkshire MLS, multiple listing service, and he currently owns and operates Berkshire Real Estate, which is located on South Street in downtown Pittsfield. Please welcome to the show, Steve Ray.
Bill, Steve, how you doing? Good to see you again.
Steve,
Mike.
Awesome. Thanks for doing this. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having me on.
Absolutely. So, your bio there, what I have is you've been in this game for a long time as far as real estate.
I sure have.
How many years have you been doing this?
Over 30 years now.
Wow. And I'm assuming it's something you do enjoy.
I do. I've done a lot of different things in real estate. First with buyer agency. We're one of the first practitioners in Massachusetts doing that. And now everybody.
Right.
You have to be a buyer's agent nowadays. I also had a construction business, built some subdivisions around here, Kathy Way being one of them.
Okay.
Put quite a few houses up in the early 2000s. And of course, as you mentioned, discount brokerage, started that in 2003 till 2017. And today we, as Berkshire Real Estate, and back to the traditional roots of when I was in Roofer Real Estate.
Is that where you're most comfortable?
Commercial and residential real estate. So we do a little of all of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, when you were president of the Berkshire County Board of Realtors and the MLS, what does that entitle?
Those are two different roles. President of the Berkshire County Board of Realtors really is a leadership role for an organization of now over 750 members.
Wow.
And it's an elected position. I was proud to serve on it. Spent a lot of years on the board, not only as the president, but on different positions, contract and forms committees, and was also the state political coordinator for over 10 years.
Wow. So what does that mean? What are you doing though? I mean, are you working with all?
Primarily, Adam Hines. I was a liaison with Adam Hines, who I knew personally from doing triathlons and races. And we advocate on behalf of Realtor organization and our industry for housing rights protection, certainly independent contractors.
Okay.
A few years ago, property rights, and the big thing today is the Airbnb regulations.
Oh, I bet.
And all the different, really every day someone's coming after your property rights, rightly or wrongly.
So I'm assuming that has affected the industry a lot.
Oh, well, it's certainly a big talking point from the political side of real estate. As far as affecting the industry, not so much today. With the big change I think Airbnb had on the industry was taking the rental industry away from the traditional real estate.
Right.
Once you had to collect taxes and then pay them to the state, a trustee tax.
Right.
It's a lot easier for Airbnb to do it than a traditional real estate agent, and you saw them really steal that market away from the
Yeah, and you see that being discussed all the time in the media.
But now, really, there's not, sometimes the industry is not consistent with the neighborhood's wants or needs. People aren't always happy that the house next door has
Right.
different people in and out a few times a week. They tend to be, not owner-occupied housing. Doesn't have the same pride of ownership or care about the neighborhood, the noise, and the things that go on.
Yeah, and I think that's hugely important in a community like
That's where,
ours.
but then the other side of that is people's home ownership rights and their ability to do what they want with their property. And sometimes those two ideas are in conflict with each other, and we see that quite a bit in towns like Great Barrington right now, not so much in Pittsfield yet, but certainly.
Right, South County, I've heard a lot about that issue.
And I think you'll see it in every community as you know, our community doesn't lend itself to the same market as some of these others, but I think you're going to see that in every community. And certainly the more tourist-like areas like the Cape, the local ordinances are just catching up with the industry now and addressing the concerns of many people in the neighborhoods, you know.
All right. Yeah. Now, I know in your personal life, you're a big exercise person. You made me look bad as soon as you walked in here. I could see the muscles ripping out of your shirt.
Yeah, we do. We go at it still, even at my age. Yeah.
So what all are different? I know you do like different events and triathlons and things like that. So.
Yeah. So, well, years ago I did the Josh Billings for quite a few years. The first 20 years or so, and then, like a lot of young people, it took 25 years off, basically having kids and developing the real estate business. And then a few years back, my son got into racing and doing the Josh again, encouraged me to get back in. I started paddling 6 years ago now, going to my 7th year, and really became an avid.
Is that kayak or canoe or both?
Well, I have a surf ski, which is similar to a kayak.
Okay.
But then got into the local paddling scene, and then have joined the New England Association and gone around the area and competing in races. Last year, we sponsored the Berkshire Paddle Series, which is a series of races here in Berkshire County. It was a point system. They had rewarded with some prize money, male and females in different categories, canoes, kayaks, and there was a point series over the course of the summer. The races that are around here that are really prepare you for the Josh Billings.
Okay, so you're heavy into it.
Oh yeah, and we sponsor quite a bit of those type of things, along with youth sports. I'm also was the coach of Pittsfield High basketball for quite a few years.
Wow.
And now that I retired from that, I got back into my childhood pastime of hunting again.
Okay.
So
nice.
I'm an avid hunter from after the Josh Billings until January 1st, when hunting season ends. Throughout the winter,
so
do
you're
some
pretty active
activities.
all the time, I'm assuming.
Try to keep going. Yep, active, and I meet a lot of nice people. Certainly, have developed quite a network of friends.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Throughout all those pastimes as well.
Now, also, we have talked when we first met, and we're going to be doing a venture through It's Pittsfield tonight with a home show, which is going to highlight anything related to home, housing, anything like that.
Real estate related, real advice for real people.
I'm excited about that. That should be a lot of fun, and so I definitely want to mention that because we're hoping to get this off the ground very soon, and I mean everything from lawn care to roofing to your driveway.
I'm excited
everything.
about it. There's a lot. It'll be full of information that people can use every day. Certainly, it'll have some statistical information and anecdotal information about the marketplace, but we're also going to talk about how things are done, how to fix things in a house.
Absolutely.
We'll have home inspectors. We'll work with sewer guys, electricians, plumbers, and we'll have all of that as part of the show, hoping it to be an informative, something that somebody looks forward to seeing every week.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of good information for homeowners and promoting and boosting up our other Pittsfield businesses.
Absolutely. Real estate business, we network with everybody every day, and we rely on many different vendors to help a homeowner through the process, and we look forward to highlighting them on this show.
Okay. Yeah, I'm excited about it. So as far as, for people that are in the market right now or maybe looking to list a home, what's the best way for them to get in touch with you?
Steve Ray at myberkshirehome.com, or call our office, 413-499-2995. But anyone that would like any information about the market, certainly it's a great time right now. We just received the end of the year 2022 Market Watch, jam full of statistics about the marketplace. So if you're just curious, or if you're a student of real estate, just send me a quick email, no obligation, and you'll get the 2022 Market Watch from the Board of Realtors, which has all of the statistics without all of the hype.
Is it getting a little easier to purchase a home right now?
Very interesting. The statistics are showing some pretty stark numbers. Historically, Berkshire County has sold close to 90% of the list price of a house. So if you were asking 300, you'd come somewhere within 90% of that is what you'd sell it for. 20 and 21, we saw 100 plus. People were selling over the list price of the house. 22, 77%. So a significant drop.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I know rates, went up, and it seemed like they're starting to come down a little bit.
Median price dropped every month since April when the rates started going up. 46% less pending currently than the same time last year. So there's no inventory. That's a big problem. So a great time to sell your house. Every day I see somebody who says, how's the market? And the answer is really different depending on who you're talking to, right? If you're a buyer, a seller, if it's commercial, residential, are you investing? There's a different answer for everybody.
Right.
But the market watch will give everybody an exact look by region, by town, multifamily, residential, commercial, it's all there. Anybody that wants that, send me a quick email, steveray@myberkshirehome.com. I'll be sure to send one off. But yeah, the numbers are showing we're starting to come back down to earth, Mike.
Okay. Well, I definitely appreciate you guys taking the time to do this. And maybe, we can all stop by the Madison, get a drink later, go see Bill, chill with him for a little while.
Come down and have a satellite office down there.
That's a great idea. That'll bring business for both of us.
There you go.
All right, well, we're going to cut to a quick break, and we'll be right back. I hope everyone is enjoying this episode of It's Pittsfield Tonight. This is Season 1, Episode 2. These are a lot of fun to do, and the audience is growing and growing. And with that being said, if you're a Berkshire-based business looking to advertise in the Pittsfield market, I have limited spots available for the It's Pittsfield Tonight show. It runs weekly, and every one of these average between 3,000 and 6,000 views. So it's very affordable, effective advertising. This is an awesome audience. So again, if you're a Berkshire-based business looking to advertise in the Pittsfield market, contact me at 413-344-9174, which is the It's Pittsfield Tonight studios, and you can leave a message, or send me a message through Messenger or through pittsfieldtonight.com, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. All right, my next guest is a musical performance. She currently, right now, is taking some time off from gigs. She's focusing on recording and releasing an album. But she will be performing at the Colonial in March with Wanda Houston and some other female performers. She'll also be performing June 18th for a Juneteenth celebration near MCLA with Misty Blues. She's done a ton of stuff. She's recorded songs for PBS and Sesame Street for a children's record. And she also performed during COVID at Hancock Shaker Village. It was a tribute for essential workers with Billy Keane, Yo-Yo Ma, and Manny Axe. Please welcome tonight's musical guest, Chantell McFarland.
Of the sweet bus, it always ends too soon when you're so wasted, not strong as I am now. So wasted, not strong as I am now. Fortress made of scrap wood. Marvel comics played boys' bones make a 10-year, 12-year-old girl feel good. And then there came that day when my tree house finally fell. Say goodbye to all my friends in the woods, all of you others who never tell when we were wasted, not strong as I am now. So wasted, not strong as I am now. So wasted. So wasted.
All right, everybody, I want to thank my guests tonight, Steve Ray, the amazing Bill Molner, and the beautiful sounds of Chantell McFarland. Chantell does have those gigs coming up in March. I'll plug those again. I hope everyone did enjoy tonight's show. It was a lot of fun hanging with this crowd, and I'll catch you all next week.